Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to my brand new Football Manager 2016 series. This is my lower league management playthrough, which I've done for the past couple years. If you guys are an older subscriber, you'll know I love to do these saves on YouTube, and just in general, I love improving these teams from the bottom to the top, and that's going to be my plan with this series with FC United of Manchester. But before I get into it, quick shout out to Wolfie for creating the thumbnails for this series. As always, his link will be in the description. You can check out his channel and his videos as well. Also, I've got a new skin I'm using. Link for that also will be in the description, and you can change different backgrounds. It's pretty sick, and it's better in general as well. For a darker background if you want to use that, but you can change the percentages by clicking on it to make it higher or lower. I'm using the blue one if you're wondering, on 70%, but as I said, to change it you just click on it and it will go up, and then go to 10% once you reach 90. It goes 90 to 10%. And then it'll be a bit more brighter if you like that personally. So we've got that sorted. So now I already read all these messages. I just skip the team meetings, everything like that. They're more or less the same every single time. So first up, we'll check out my manager. We'll go to the profile, and obviously you will see he has very low attributes, poor reputation. I basically gave him the worst possible, or for this level. You know how you can do, suggest on this level for the club you're managing. That's what I did to make it realistic and to make it the hardest challenge as possible. And also, I am Australian, for those of you that don't know, and Maltese as my second nationality, as my dad's side of the family is from Malta. So just a little bit of knowledge there. And also England, that was default there because I'm managing in England, of course, but also my mum's side of the family is English, so I'm kind of half Maltese and half English, I guess you can say. But I was born in Australia, I'm Australian, so just to give you some background on me personally, and I am actually 24 years old as well, to make that realistic. But today we shall be venturing into this new save with FC United. I'm really excited to be this club, to be honest. Of course, their name sounds really similar to Manchester United, and they're actually their rivals as well. There's Leeds, Liverpool, and Manchester City as fierce rivals, but then in the other rivals, there's Manchester United. So that will be really interesting once we get to the top. Well, if we do, it's going to be a really long series, and I hope I will reach that eventually. And starting this early, and even it's going to allow for me getting fired as well, because that can happen in Football Manager. If things don't go to plan, this is still a save about my manager. This is lower league management playthrough, so I'm going to go with the highs and lows. I hope I don't get fired, though. I wish I can take FC United to the top. But if I don't, we're going to be looking for a different club, and I don't really want to plan for that in my head because I don't want that to happen. But I'm not going to be stopping the series if I get fired. It's going to be going through the highs and lows, and that's part of life as well, highs and lows. Nothing's going to be 100% smooth, and I'll talk about that a little bit. I've done these saves in the last couple years, to be specific, with Bath City. They've been really enjoyable for me without really reaching my goals. Like last year, Bath City, I got promoted in 2 consecutive seasons, and that was absolutely amazing, and that's what I take from those. I take the positives, 2 consecutive years promotions, and that was an absolutely amazing achievement for me. So I take that, pushing into this series, and hopefully, this could be more successful as well. We can reach the Premier League and all that good stuff. So we're just going to go to the board for a second, just things. We can't even change the wage budgets and everything like that, which is pretty crazy because we don't have much, only £110 per week available. So I'm not sure if I'll make any signings, maybe some loans, but we will see that in the second episode. And that's the thing as well. In the second episode, I do just want to be getting into the league games right away. So I'll play the friendlies and everything like that off camera. So it will be a good balance. There's certain things I will do off camera, but the games and everything like that, I will show every single game that I play, probably in my style of playing 2 games per episode. So it probably will make the series long, but that's the beauty of it. I reckon by the end of Football Manager 2016, we could have a really big series on this playlist, and hopefully it will be successful. I'm really focused this season, this Football Manager season, to make it a successful one. So we'll check out anything else we have, like in the board. AFC Wimbledon is the only affiliated club we have right now. We can't look for another one. we are the affiliate club and they're the senior affiliate. So, and it's only for friendlies. It's not for sending players on loan. So I might actually do that right away here. And this is something like these kind of things I want to show you. With this being a playthrough, you guys doing a similar save yourself. Obviously, yeah, you don't have to make videos, but if you're doing this save, this is why you're watching, and you can follow my steps. I'm not saying they're the right steps, but maybe if I do end up being successful, yeah, it could be a good series for you guys to follow as a playthrough to, yeah, follow some steps I do. So what we're going to do here is basically get a suitable club to sign good players on loan without the cost of their wages, and they agree that will be a good thing to do. So Andy Walsh, I'm really excited that he accepted that because... yeah, sometimes they reject it. So he knows, what's good for the club. So that's something very important as well. So we'll go to the staff for a second. Yeah, we do have an assistant manager, and he was, like it said, general manager or something like that, because we got Darren Lyons as the assistant manager. But yeah, the board. There's a lot to check out. But for now, we shall leave it. So if we go back to the board, if we make a board request, I'm not going to actually we could increase scouting range or something like that, but Andy Walsh, he's the general manager, opposed to an owner of the club, when the director of something would show up there. But anyway, yeah, that is what we're going to be searching for right now, just a senior affiliate, and if we can get a decent club, I'm hoping maybe someone championship, at least championship, a Premier League club would be a dream to send us players on loan without the cost of their wages. But we'll see if that will go through. So basically for this episode, I'll show you the squad and we'll go through our first team pretty much. We'll go through the players, and also for this skin as well, it has a custom view. So you just click on the name of the skin and that view, and you can see a lot of information like the abilities, and everything else. The club, obviously, FC United, so you can see the badge and everything like that. The wages, and when their contract expires. So it's a really good setup. And yeah, really, really nice. I like that. So now we'll be just going to analyze the players. Of course, we could let go players, like the guys on a non-contract, but I really wouldn't see the point of that because we're not paying their wages, so we might as well keep them. Lewis King, he's a younger goalkeeper for us, and he looks to have really good potential. Potential to be a star player, so yeah, that's really good. Obviously, yeah, you don't really know how high that level is. I'm not sure. I doubt he'll have Premier League quality, probably to be a good player in this division. So with our expectations as well to finish 18th, if you missed that, go to general media prediction 18th. That's going to be this season. We're not going to be expected to get promoted, which I like. There's not a rush. There's not a rush to get to the Premier League. It's not a race. So this is one of the hardest challenges with a newly promoted team. It's not going to be easy to get promoted in the first season, even though I'm almost going to put the expectations on myself. I won't do that like to my players, like say we better get promoted this season or anything. But to me, I want to try and get promoted. But if we just don't have the quality, that's understandable, and we'll try and get the quality in over the next couple seasons to go for a promotion. But yes, we'll go back to the squad now. And we'll see, showed you Lewis King, high potential for us as a young goalkeeper. But David Carnell is our experienced goalkeeper. He's actually got some very nice attributes. You look, reflexes 14 and handling 14. A couple of really important attributes. And one-on-ones, those three I find really important. And also communication. It's important to be a good communicator as a goalkeeper. So it's good to see that. A decent height as well, 188 centimeters. He's an experienced goalkeeper at this level. You see he's been around this conference kind of level for a while. Even the season before at Hyde, Vanarama Conference, which is one league before the current one, or the next league. That's what I mean. So he played there the previous season before he joined FC United. So yeah, he's got some experience there. So that's our first team goalkeepers. And also we've got Liam Brownhill, whose best position is a right back. Surprisingly, it shows left back there, but he can play left back and right back, and he's either footed. That's really, really important. But take a look at this. This is going to be really important for us. We have a class free kick taker. Really, really good. 17. That's ridiculous for this level. He could score a lot, even though his finishing's only 1. Technique 6, so takes it down a little bit. But free kick's amazing. He's just amazing, like a dead ball specialist, like with the corners as well. Great free kicks, but surprisingly, his penalty taking is only 2. That's probably because of his finishing ability as well. Not really a penalty taker. But yeah, great crossing as well. So he's a guy who could get forward. He hasn't really got any other notable attributes, but his tackling is not terrible. It's 10, but he's going to be an impact from taking free kicks and corners. He's going to be creating goals from us from that kind of situation, which I'm really excited. But also getting forward, putting in some decent crosses. So he's an important player. I like his attributes, even though it's a few really good ones. I feel he'll be a bit more crucial than his ability suggests. Next up, there's Dean Stott. This guy is a really important player for us. Again, if you go to the club, he is the captain, and he's our key player as well. So really important player for us. Dean is. He's 25, so it's a really good age to be experienced, and he's a really good penalty taker. I'm happy to have that, especially as a centre-back. So you can kind of, generally those centre-backs with high penalty taking, you can kind of tell they're a leader for the club. You can, with their experience, but as I said, only 25 as well. He's a bit smaller though. He's only 178 centimeters, jumping reach only 7, heading again only 8. But he's a really good tackler. He could find a good role as a defensive midfielder. Can play a few positions naturally. So yeah, you can kind of tell he's that general captain for the team that can play a lot of positions and is a leader at still a fairly young age. For a captain and a leader of the club at 25, soon to be 26 though. So yeah, great player he is. For us, great age to have that leader for the club as well, as I mentioned. David Birch, some experience. This guy could be another leader. Even if the other guy is captain, this guy could be just another leader on the field, on the pitch. His leadership is 18. Determination is 18. That's going to be so important. And he's got some strong attributes as well, as you'd expect from an experienced player. Great mentals. Of course, he's got low pace and everything like that, but he's naturally fit. Like 13 natural fitness for this level is pretty strong. So yeah, he looks like a good type for us and probably could fill in as captain if we need him to. He's got much higher determination and leadership than the other guy. So he could be a leader for us. Just another leader on the pitch. You don't have to be captain. Like, if you're not captain, doesn't mean you can't be a leader on the pitch. Next up, Luke Ashworth. Looks to have a decent ability off the reports. He's 25. He's good physically. Decent determination as well. So another player with fairly good determination, but again, jumping reach 14, tackling. His tackling here is 9 and marking 10, heading 9. They're solid. Those are kind of solid attributes for this kind of league. But then the jumping reach and the strength makes him a bit better. Marks opponents tightly. Like to see that as well. So I think he'll be an important defender for us. Yeah, and he's on a non-contract as well. Not paying him anything at all in terms of wages. So that's nice to see. That's good for us. Chris Lynch. But that shows you we really don't have much to play with in the future. Like, you think about the following season, if we let these guys go, we'll have to sign other guys on non-contracts, which I generally find hard to do. If you guys know how to sign non-contract players, please let me know, because I never really, any player you go for wants some wages. So yeah, that's a hard thing as well. But next up, Chris Lynch, a very important player. Is he a notable player on the club there? No, he's not, but still really important. He's only 24, so he could probably increase a little bit more as a player. You can see that through his potential as well. He's a guy with more balanced attributes. You can see he's got decent passing and creative stats, like vision is 12, technique 10, then forward defensive, pretty solid, like 11 heading, key attribute, marking 10, tackling 9, jumping reach is decent. Again, naturally fit player. Should be able to play a lot of games, but again, he's not really quick. But that's not... for a defender, it's not really crucial for this level. If you're good defensively, that is going to help you. So yeah, he's a good player. He'll be a good player for us this season, I believe. Just an early judgment of his attributes. Scott Cheetham, who's only 21. So he's not really a key player right now. You take a look at his current ability, not that good. And for his potential ability not really being like at least 4 gold stars, for you guys that don't know, that black star is kind of his maximum potential. And that's, he's at least 3 stars. But yeah, like our goalkeeper has, he has that 5-star potential ability. And if you don't have that, I'm not sure how good this guy will be. And he's on a contract as well in terms of wages, £100 per week. But I don't think he has terrible attributes at the same time. I think he'd be a really good left back, and he can deputise in midfield and left wing. So I'm not even sure what formation I'll use yet. Tactics, again, you'll see that probably in the following episode. But regardless of his ability and that potential, I think he'd be a decent player. Next up, Jerome Wright, another non-contract. He's a left back. Ooh, some nice attributes. He's good long throws. I'm not sure if I'm going to utilise long throws or not. Okay, he's more of a winger than a fullback. Not really great tackling. So for this level, he's quick. 13 pace and 13 acceleration makes him quick. Decent balance as well. Can dribble, get the crosses in as well. Decent free kick taker as well if that other guy's not playing. So yeah, he's quick and can get crosses in, and he can dribble. He can get past his man with his pace and the dribbling ability and get a ball in. So that's going to be his role for the team. We'll look for him to play Jerome Wright. Then next up, we have a player. I'm not sure if some of you older Football Manager players and Championship Manager, this is where this guy was popular, Craig Linfield. He's an ex-Liverpool lad. He was going out on loan for a long period in League 2, but he was a Championship Manager legend. I think was Championship Manager 2008, if I remember correctly, around that time anyway. He was a Championship Manager legend. I remember his name, and obviously he's 26, so he's not going to improve much more, so he's not going to be taking us up the divisions or something, but he's going to be an important player. He can play a lot of positions. He can play from right back to right wing to striker as well. So because I have those memories of him, I remember him in Championship Manager, he's going to be a crucial player for us this season. Beyond that, I'm not sure though. Beyond getting promoted to the Vanarama Conference, I'm not sure. And when we get to League 2 and everything like that, and considering his age, and he's not really going to grow, but he's got key attributes, stamina and natural fitness. He'll play a lot of games. Again, not really quick, but he's got dribbling and finishing ability. That's what I like to see. He's going to be a goal scorer for us. Ideally, I'm going to be playing him in attacking positions. But again, he could play right back if needed, so he'll be an important player for us. Next up, Tom Brown, who's more of a younger lad in the team, only 20 years of age, and very strong mentals for a young guy. So he could develop to have really good mentals. Obviously, he starts at Manchester United, started his career, and I don't know, something happened in between there. Maybe he focused on school. He knew he maybe wasn't good enough to break through, obviously at a Premier League or that kind of level for Manchester United. So maybe, I don't really know. I'm just guessing. I don't know exactly. But now he's found his way for FC United, joined last season, played 20 games. Obviously, he would have joined when he was 19. So, yeah, maybe he did finish all his schooling and everything like that. And now, I think he's ready to come back into football and become a really good player. Look at those mentals. I guess he's always had some decent mentals in him. Pretty good defensive ability. Creatively, he's not terrible, but not absolutely amazing at the same time. So we'll have to see. Yeah, he's more of a ball-winning midfielder, especially with those mental attributes as well. And maybe a future captain. 14 leadership at only 20 years of age. Again, that's another leader on the pitch. We've got maybe 3 or 4 guys that are leaders, and it's great to have someone at 20 to be a leader as well. Sean Cook, 22 years old. I'm really excited about this guy. He's got some potential. I do like the look of him as well. He's got potential to be a leading player in this division, so probably not beyond there, but he could probably compete. He can be a decent player for Vanarama Conference, the next league. He's really small though. He's so short, 153 centimeters, but he's got talent. He's a technically gifted lad. Like, he's got 11 dribbling, 10 finishing, 10 long shots. Anything else relevant? 8 technique as well. Maybe passing could be improved, but I feel this guy's a goal scorer. He's got potential to improve as well. He's the type of guy, I think he'd be a good player. What's his history as well? Of, no teams of real reputation, but Nantwich, look what he did here in the FO Stick Northern Premier. I think I said that right. 24 goals and 27 appearances just a couple seasons ago. So he showed his talent there. And he actually played the previous season for AFC Telford. He played a couple games in the Vanarama Conference. Well, he played 21. He scored a couple goals, more specifically. So, you can see that's why he has some decent technical attributes, but along with having 13 pace. So leave your thoughts his position. I'm not sure about attacking midfield. Definitely think as a winger with the dribbling ability, and could definitely find the back of the net and with his pace as well. So, leave your thoughts on him. Like I said, he never really came through a high reputation club. So, he could be decent. Also, next up, there's Callan Burm. He's got good potential as well, even though he's 23. So you don't expect him to increase drastically, even though with that potential. Though he's a very creative player. I love at this level when you have a really good passer in your team to be that creative player. Like, he'll be the advanced playmaker most likely. But I think he would be a good deep line playmaker. But good passer. The key attributes for me, the 14 passing, 13 vision, and even 13 composure. Like, composed on the ball, really good passing, and then he's got, the vision to play those passes. And he's not too slow as well. He's got the 11 pace in midfield. I'm really excited about this lad, if I'm honest. Decent player for... What's his potential to be a decent player? And his current ability is decent. Oh no, his potential to be a decent Vanarama Conference. That's, again, the next division, as I mentioned. So no doubt in this league, we've got players to eventually get us promoted. So that's my goals. I'm not going to plan to rush it, like to get promoted every season. I want to have guys in the team that are first teamers, but potential to be good enough for the next division up, which Callum is. And key player with that 14 passing and 13 vision. Going to be very creative and, as I said, composed on the ball. Next up, there's Cameron Murray, another young player we have, again with potential. Again, really similar. He's got the good dribbling, passing, technique, vision, and he's a centre midfielder. So he's probably got a bit more dribbling about him. He could be advanced playmaker as well. I see that guy, the other guy, more deep line with the high passing, but this guy is a guy who's going to use his dribbling ability and his vision as well to dribble a bit more, run at the defenders, and hopefully create something for us, because he is a natural centre mid, not really attacking midfielder or a winger or something, even though I think his attributes could suit that Cameron Murray. So we'll see how he goes. Next up, Rory Fallon. Can play natural in a few positions, which is really important. A very good physical player, once again. Natural fitness 17. He's going to be really important to be a squad player for us this season. He's listed as backup, but he'll be able to come in when we need him to. Really important. But again, I don't think his technicals are terrible as well. I don't think he is much worse than other attacking players we have. Decent technique. The crossing as well, dribbling, probably not a goal-scoring type. So, maybe wing, attacking midfield. But then again, he's got the good physicals. He's pretty quick for this level, and the natural fitness aids that as well. So next up, there's Matt Walwyn. I think that's how you say his name. 25 years old, on a non-contract, but he's got interest from some other clubs around this division, so that's good signs as well that other teams do want him, that he is this quality, can play striker or wing. Again, 12 pace is pretty decent, along with the acceleration. He's not so pacey, obviously, you look at that, but he's most definitely not slow, and that's decent pace for this level, and he's got flair as well. So a guy with decent pace and flair, and he's got alright finishing ability, first touch as well. But I ideally want our strikers to be a bit more clinical in the finishing than he is. Next up, we've got Matty Wolfenden, 27, again, a bit more experience in the club. This is what I wanted, a guy that is a good finisher. So we've got that for sure now. Good off the ball, that's an important attribute for a striker as well, with 12 finishing, and again, 11 pace, which is decent. He's only got 4 strength, but then he's got 13 aggression to be a bit more stronger there, to make up for his poor strength. So, he could score goals. Well, I would expect him to, with 12 finishing. That's really good for this level. Then Greg Daniels, who's actually listed on loan, so I'm not sure about that, because again, he's really strong mentally. He's got a lot of flair. If we're lacking that, maybe we could play with 2 strikers, one guy a really good finisher and the other guy a more creative type, like Greg Daniels. With 17 flair, he's going to create a lot, and with 7 finishing, that's not terrible, and this guy's got potential. He's got potential to be a leading Vanarama Conference North striker in the future, so to be a dominant player in this league, he can be very creative. So excited about using this guy with that technique and that flair. He could do some special things. I reckon he can be creating a lot more for the other striker. That's if we do play with 2 strikers. But judging off our formation, I reckon a 4-4-2, a general 4-4-2, could be the way to go, judging off the players. But Daniels looks to have some good potential. Now, Tom Greaves and Mike Norton don't look to have great potential or ability. Of course, they won't have great potential for their ages, but I just hope they just have a solid finishing attribute. So Tom Greaves, okay, yes, he does. That good off the ball and good finishing. Like, 13 finishing's really good, and then he's mixed physically as well. Exactly what I want from a guy that apparently doesn't have good ability. He's got good strength and then decent quickness as well with the acceleration and then the pace. That's like 11 and 12, not too bad. Strength 11, off the ball 14, and good finishing. And anticipation as well is an important attribute. So, this guy looks the goods. He looks the goods. A consistent goal scorer. How about the year before, scored 34 goals? So he's a goal scorer at this lower level. That's his job, and he does it well. He can score. So hopefully, pushing up to this division. He'll be able to score some goals for us this season. Then the experienced Mike Norton, 34 years old, and he brings a bit more determination to the team. So when we're playing this guy, we'll have a lot of high determination, attribute players in the team. So a lot of leaders on the pitch we'll have. That's what I'm really excited about. I reckon our team's good enough. I'm not sure about getting promoted in the first season. Like in the following season, we can make a few more signings, a few more talented lads coming in, and I reckon we can go promotion in the second season, but definitely to assert ourselves in this first season here, to experiment with tactics. I reckon it'll allow for that. So I do think we'll start with a flat 4-4-2, like 4 defenders, the 4 midfielders, and then 2 strikers. But you look at Mike Norton, he's not really a tall player, but he's strong. He's one of those smaller kind of types that are very aggressive in his play, strong, maybe a Wayne Rooney kind of type. He's very aggressive and strong on the ball, but he's got good heading as well, determined. But again, very strong mentals, good teamwork. So that is basically the team. I'll see if we have anyone in the under-21s. We do. We have James Knowles. I think he has a kind of a permanent injury, 4 to 6 months. So he may make an impact later in the season. He's a defender, but not absolutely amazing. So it's not like we're going to hold out, like waiting for him to come back. We do actually have another striker, Sam Madeley. I don't think... Well, he's got some nice attributes, though. You look at his current ability, doesn't look that good. Physicals, fairly average, but jumping reach, not terrible. And then he's got heading 7, so not really a guy that's a threat in the air then. But he's got some decent technicals. Look, passing 12, long shots 15, so he could be dangerous. And he could actually play goalkeeper, funnily enough. Maybe a backup for goalkeeper, extra backup. But 15 long shots. He could just, sometimes in this level you get a long shot out of nowhere. He could be that type of player. So I think he's at least worth promoting to the first team, especially if I'm looking to play 2 strikers. Move to the senior squad. And it's not just a good long shot attribute. He's like a good passer as well. So maybe he can be that second striker that's more creative, rotating with the other guys that I want to play that role. And when you got your other strikers who's just the good finishers. A couple of the other guys. Who's this? Nia Bayunu, I'm not really sure about him. Again, he's good physically. He's got the 12 strength, decent pace, good jumping reach, fitness, everything like that. But I'm not sure about him. I think he's going to stay in the reserves. Nia Bayunu. But if we need a backup, we'll know he's there. And also, Adam Thurston looks to be our highest potential player. You can see that in the club as well. He's a hot prospect. So what's his potential like, though, in reports? He's got potential to be a Vanarama Conference right back in the future. So that's good. The next level above us, he's got potential to be in that level. And again, he can play right back. He could play left back as well, but ideally he's a right back. He's not either footed, so... he's probably going to get chances. How many right backs do we have in the team? We only have... we have a few, so we'll leave how that goes. But I'm really happy. A lot of the teams at this level, they have an unbalanced squad. They don't have enough players in each position. Maybe have some good players in certain positions, but I feel this team is balanced. We've got the good goalkeeper. Well, enough goalkeepers. We've got 2. As come to be expected. We've got a few centre-backs in the squad, right backs and left backs. You got the centre midfielders in there as well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe another defensive midfielder, if anyone will need. We'll see who becomes available on loan. And then we got the wingers and we got the strikers. I feel, the team is really well balanced. So, this should be a nice video, a nice episode to get things underway. The start of something special. As I said, I feel something special with FC United. I reckon I can take them to the top. As I mentioned earlier in the episode, taking the positives from previous saves I've done, but this one's going to be a really big one. So drop a like if you want to see the first game of the season in the next episode. If I do make any signings, you'll see that. I'll update you guys on that, but I do want to get into the games in the next episode. So drop a like to support this series, as I'm really excited to get it underway and big plans for it, most definitely. That's an understatement. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.